Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 11th day of July, 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to APMEX so we can check out those live spot prices. However, before that, I'd like to welcome you over to Good Morning to You with Tiny Numismatics, number 179. It's going to be 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 a.m. Pacific. Hope to see you there. Now, here we go. Off to APMEX. Check out those spot prices. Gold is down $7.80 to 1746.20. Silver's down 6 cents to 1952. Platinum down $12.40 to $900.40, and palladium down $21.10 to $21.8650. Now, over here to the United States Mint, we talked about those Morgan and Peace Dollar enrollments on Friday, and we also noticed that the enrollments went down that day as well. Well, it turns out they're still not back up. Now, we're entering day 4 of the product enrollments down, and honestly, we have something big dropping tomorrow. That's the uncirculated coin set from 2022, and I haven't got my email saying anything about whether or not I've been charged or whether the order's even been confirmed or filled. Not sure what's going on there. Now, off to the mint schedule. Like I said, tomorrow, uncirculated coin set of 2022 drops, and that's product 22RJ out of the Denver and Philadelphia mints. And it is $25.25. There's a product limit of 250,000. And like I said, this product's available at noon tomorrow, and we will be covering this with a live mint drop. And what's interesting about this is accompanied by a certificate of authenticity right there, and it actually has David J. Ryder's name on it. One thing, I think the biggest thing about this particular set is that it includes the 5 coins from the American Women Quarters Program, and it is the inaugural year, the first 5 honorees of the program. Now, it also mentions in a bullet point here that the new design for 2022 features that the cards are no longer in folders, and usually they folded on one side with the back half unprotected. Now both sides are unprotected, or are they protected because they're encapsulated in those plastic pieces? I'm not sure what's going on, but they definitely seem like they are cutting back on the paper products, and that is not surprising seeing how there are paper shortages, right? Now, let's talk about the product limit. We saw this as a 250,000, but if we go to the view page source, the data available suggests that there's 204,679. Now, the mint could definitely add more to that particular number, and we're not going to see the true number of what's available tomorrow morning for what's available for sale until we see the difference from this and the enrollments. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, and this is the PCGS price guide, and I do believe this 2022 is where registry sets are, well, that's, I believe, where they're born, okay? And what that basically means is that's where high dollar, high grade coins can be found. And they won't be found in your bank wrap rolls. They are found, I believe, in USMint products, okay? So I'm going to go over, I think, most of the coins in the uncirculated mint set. I'm going to go over the Native American dollar. I'm going to go over the Lincoln cents, the Roosevelt dime, the Jefferson nickel, the quarter dollar, and the Kennedy half dollar. All right, so let's first things first. So here we are. This is the Shield cent, and believe it or not, I don't know why, but PCGS gets kind of tricky. Their dates are not in a linear order sometimes, so we have to be aware of that when we see this. Okay, so 2022, 1 cent, and that's out of Philadelphia, and this one is Denver. So 73 submissions for Philadelphia, 106 submissions for Denver. Now, out of those submissions from the 73 from Philadelphia, 10 of them were a 67, which is really counterintuitive because normally Denver has the higher graded coins, but there's more here submitted and less of the 67. Now, back to that 73. Of the 73, 10 of those were a mint state 67, 51 of them were a mint state 66, and 12 of them were mint state 65. Now, I would imagine anytime you submit anything to a grading company, this is just my personal philosophy, personal belief, I think that anytime you submit anything to a grading company from mint state packaging, you should probably automatically get a 65. Now, if you get a 64, that means it was really beat up, and I'm not sure why they even put it in mint packaging. But that's, I would think, the average you would get is a 65, okay? So we talked about the Lincoln Shield cent from 2022 from Philadelphia and Denver, and you can see that most of those Denvers are a mint state 66. Isn't that interesting? And none of them were a mint state 65. Now let's go to the next one. That is the that's the 5 cent. And look at this. So we have the 2022 Philadelphia, the 2022 Denver. Wow. That's all the submissions. We are in population, folks. 11 from Philadelphia and 4 from Denver. And look at this. 2 of those 4 from Denver were Mint State 64. I don't know what's going on there, but whoever did that submission really got beat up pretty good. I'm sorry to see that. Now, next one, I want to show you the dimes. Here you go. This is really odd. The dimes. Are there any dimes at all to show? I don't think there's any dimes up here that have been graded this year whatsoever. 2021, 2021, and so on and so forth. Oh, there we go. Yeah, not in a linear order. Not sure why it's not after the 2021s, but that's their website. They can do whatever they want. They can put it before 1978 for all I know. So it looks like 2 Mint State 64 and a Mint State 65 from 2022. And maybe I should go up higher to look for the 2022, but I don't want to be here all day, so I'm not gonna. Now, next thing I want to show you, the American Women Quarters. And I think these are the ones that are most important because look at this. Look at the numbers here. 7,730 have been submitted for the Mint State. And we are only in the first 3 quarters, okay? We're looking at the Maya Angelou's, Dr. Sally Rides, and the Wilma Mankillers. Let me go ahead and close this. You know, like I said, we're probably going to see 68s and 69s in these sets. And we haven't seen one yet from the Mint Wrap rolls, okay? Because I imagine some people have submitted their Mint Wrap rolls for the Maya Angelou's and the Dr. Sally Rides, and perhaps even the Wilma Mankiller quarters. But none of them have been able to fulfill or fill up these last 3 spots on the grading chart. It's incredible. And I'm going to leave a link in the description here for all of these grades. Well, I could actually, you know what? I'll leave a link to this PCGS price guide, and you can just find it by going, you know, Lincoln Set Modern, Jefferson Nickel, Roosevelt Dimes 46 to date, and then American Women Quarters, so on and so forth. So back to the American Women Quarters, and you know, the Philadelphias this year compared to the Denvers, I'm not sure why. Let me close this. There we go. It's much more manageable. Look at this. Now I'm going to compare. Look at this. 3,441 have been submitted for the Maya Angelou from Philadelphia compared to what? Just about 1,000 for the Denver. And look at this. 3 times as much. And look at this. They're almost identical in the 67s. Isn't that remarkable? And look at this. San Francisco. 317 examples and only 1,500 submissions. What does that tell you? High-grade examples are being found from San Francisco. Whoops. I want to do that again. But now let's go to the next one here. This is the Dr. Sally Ride, Philadelphia, and the Dr. Sally Ride, Denver. So 407, 521. Look at that. There we go again. 112 examples to 73. Isn't that incredible? And then the Wilma Mankiller, 8 and 13, 41, exactly the same. More have been found for Denver in a Mint State 67. And then again, I believe these next 2 spots will be taken up by, guess what? Uncirculated coin set 2022. I'm thinking that's where registry sets and high-graded, high-value Mint State coins can be found. Now, check this out. Mint State 68, that's an S. That's an S. Those don't really count. Here we go at Denver, 3601. Mint State 67. We know that's a pretty high grade, correct? But look at that. That's a reasonably low price considering the cost of grading, obtaining the coin, shipping, and so on and so forth. Look at this Dr. Sally Ride. Same coin, Mint State 67. Same day, sold for just a, well, go figure, right? So I think the best deals can be found in auctions. I think that's clear. Look at this. Maya Angelou, Mint State 65, first strike, $4.50. I think that's worth it just to get the first strike. Isn't that incredible? Now, will we see first strikes come out now for the quarters for Nina Otero Warren and Anna Mae Wong when the Uncirculated set from 2022 come out? Absolutely. And I don't think that the remaining quarters, when they come out from the Mint set rolls or the bank wrap rolls, could even be considered first strikes now that we have the Uncirculated set coming out. Now, wrapping it up here, this is the copper nickel clad $50. And look at this. They got the 2021 again in between the 2022. So there's 2022 Philadelphia. They've got 86 submissions. No 68, no 69s, or nor 70. But look at this. 2022 Denver has 1 Mint State 68. So I think that's the very first, if not one of the first clads, excluding the San Franciscos, that have a mint state 68 for 2022. But like I said, that won't be for long, in my opinion, because of what? That's right, the 2022 uncirculated coin sets. Now, finally, going to wrap it up with the Native American dollars. 2022 here, and they have position AB and AB, and looks like a pretty good bit of submissions here. 65 of those, 73, 55, and 69. But again, none of them with a grade of 68 or higher. Bam, there it is. So let me go to the plus one today. This is Electric Light Orchestra. This is a great song. It's called Strange Magic. It's beautiful. And next thing I want to do here is show you a quote by Arthur Ashe. He said this: "Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can." Isn't that beautiful? Arthur Ashe said that. So there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker.